Do a deep dive on the Fed. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of chatter about the Fed the last couple of days. We're going to go a little bit of deep dive. And also, we're going to do an amazing spotlight on a very important community member. I'll tell you more in a second. It all starts right now. Chip here with the XRP Minute. What is going on, my XRP family? I always like to shout out the very first person that shows up, and you know that is none other than Crypto Sifu. Sifu in the house. Bubba Snipes is here. Bubba Snipes made me laugh, almost fell off my chair here, but he said he was BS bored, I will say. So that was always a good one. We have Zebits in the room as well. Zebits is in here tonight. We have Ahmed Ali. What's up, Ahmed? How you been? And Deep Mind Lab Visioneer. What's up? Best live stream concert ever. Don't know what he's talking about on that one. Do you have a link? Yeah. We're going through the chatty. XRP Carolina. What's up? Yeah, man. Always so good to see you on ComStream that one time. And who else is in here? I think that's pretty much it. I think we got to tweet this out, or there's another stream going on. Don't know exactly, but well, we'll get it done. I don't even know where my oh, how could I forget my brother from the West Coast, Auburn Rain. What's going on, Auburn Rain? Thank you guys for tweeting this out. Carl Goldson is in here. Yes, Carl is in here. We will talk a little bit more about that in just a few minutes. Won't keep you hanging too long. What's up, Carl? Carl's actually the spotlight tonight, and I wanted to feature him and talk about him because I think he's doing some amazing things. I was blown away by what he's doing and what he's up to. So what's up, Crypto Eddie? How you doing? Hey, I sent you a DM. I don't know if you saw it, but it was something I had found, Crypto Eddie. I'd found something that was it was a Japanese thing. It wasn't right for me to explore, but it was so cool. I don't know if you'd seen it yet. You didn't respond, you usually do, but I know you get hit up with like 4 billion DMs. So there you go there. Moneybags is in here as well. So we're going to be a short one too, but I want to talk a little bit about the Fed. I mean, has anybody talked about it? It seems kind of fresh and new. It's almost like nobody's talked about it. Of course, you just woke up. Yeah, I was like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about checking it. Just hang out here for a little bit and we'll, as long as you can. I always appreciate that. But what I wanted to do is talk a little bit about the Fed, just a little bit. We're just going to do a little bit of touching the corners, touch it a little bit and talk about it. So let's jump right into that. I saw this, an American banker. It's funny enough, I do work with banks in my, my so-called day job, but I do work with banks, and it's funny enough, I see these American banker articles and a lot of things really having to do with more towards the real estate tech sector. But I saw this particular article that grabbed my attention. It's like the Fed plans to launch real-time payments service by 2024. Wait, 2024? What? Yeah, I was like, what is this all about? And here it is. So the Mr. B actually tweeted something out. He talked about the Fed Now. It was something that was registered back in 2008 when the financial crisis hit here, and I think it lapsed. I think they had a trademark or a copyright on it, and I do believe it did lapse. So they sort of like appropriated this name. So Fed Now is going to be, the original one in 2008. Key feature will process payments 24 hours a day. Ooh, everyone give me an ooh and an ah. Ooh. So transaction size up to 25,000, eligible institution, all those with Fed accounts, which are the banks, right? Launch date 23-24. It's funny. I don't really see. I don't know. I think this is just pablum for the masses. I don't really see anything of value here, to be honest with you. I just see that this is just more of the same. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's take a closer look here. So there's another story that I saw. Ripple may be gambling to be part of the Federal Reserve's Fed Now service, which is set to give U.S. payment systems. I mean, this headline just kills me, right? They may be gambling, right? So Ripple's gambling. They're rolling the dice. Ripple has nothing to gamble about. They basically don't have any competition. Yeah, are they going to own the market? They're not going to own the market. Are they going to process every payment, cross-border payment? They're not. But what they did was they made everybody else step up, right? Swift was fine being number one, being the only game in town, until somebody called Ripple started making something better. Then all of a sudden they were on the ball and they're doing things and they're at conferences and they're talking about big things, but they're not doing really too much. So let's jump into this. So if we look at this Ripple tweet that came out in 2015, we're honored to have Ryan Zagone elected to the Federal Reserve's Faster Payment Task Force Steering Committee, right? So this is 2015. Last time I checked, that was 4 years ago. So Ryan Zagone, I believe, was either a year and a half, 2 years that he spent on the steering committee. So back in 2015 of June, basically over 4 years ago at this point, he was on the steering committee, right? And there were some other players on there as well. Let's take a look. How about this one? Whoa, how about February 2nd of 2016? Ripple tweeted this one out, one step closer to payments, right? And then they tweeted to this article, which basically is on their site, Fed releases faster payments progress report. And if we look here, they say, 1 year after creating the Faster Payments Task Force, the Fed released its first official progress report. And according to the Fed, it's been a good year, one in which the task force made substantial progress. So I'm wondering what kind of progress you make when 4 years goes by and then you announce faster payments and then you give yourself another 4 years, right? A little bit mysterious, sounds a little bit weird to me. So when you have one of the people representing Ryan Zagone on your steering committee, and then you are not the guy, you're not even in the running. So I don't know really when I see this on the task force steering committee, you know, they come to say, so they basically talk a little bit about it here, but wait, there's more. Wait, there's more. And let's look over here. Federal Reserve is reviewing faster payment strategies like Ripple. Like Ripple. Did they say like Ripple? They said like Ripple for interoperability. And then basically they put this cool little video up, and this was tweeted out February 12th, a little bit later in 2016, right? And if you notice, this came out, this was making its rounds, because I first looked at this and said, Coomer, and oh my God, he's on top of it. And then I said, oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. This was just today that he looked at it. But you see a lot of people from the community basically came in here. Hey, I want to say hi to a couple more people that popped in. I want to say hi to XRP Connie Angel, Peru Crypto, the tippiest tipper of XRP on the internet. Who else is in here? Matt Richter, what's going on, Matt? How you doing? And so look at some of the people. You know, everybody was chiming in here today. How about this little hidden gem? Now, in this video that they tweeted out, Crypto Sanchez over here, he basically put a couple screenshots here, but if you look, he basically called attention to the fact that on this little demo that they run, somebody is sending money to somebody named Bob Way. Now we know who Bob Way is. It's not just a name, but Bob Way was the one and is a number. So Crypto Sanchez, thank you for that. Did a little bit of a deep dive, gave us a couple little screenshots there. And if you watch that video on this tweet up there, you'll notice that video kind of points it out. And that's actually, they were doing some really nice animations very early on. And, you know, sometimes we forget about some of the good stuff that they've done really before, like when Coinbase started doing the education stuff and they were coming out with those cool little tweets, you know, some of the things, those little short 1.5, 2 minute videos that had the little animation, you know, Ripple was doing that way before that. So I like some of this stuff, you know. Here's Schnitzel, and a negative says, he basically says, this aged well, right? So, you know, being kind of a joke, I mean, in a certain sense of the word, but, you know, he's in there saying, and then Sean Schaefer, our very own Sean Schaefer in the community, basically kicked us out to the Fed Pay Improve. He said, I have a question in regards to how your plumbing will work in the new FedNow service. Are you guys utilizing Ripple? And so he basically tossed this out there, basically showing the applications bank, who's showing, here's a diagram. This actually is also demonstrated in that video we were just talking about. And he calls them right out on the mat. I don't believe anybody got back and answered him. No, I don't believe anybody answered him. So yeah, so he puts it out there, you know, really, really pretty blunt, right? And then we have Anthony Jackson tweeted this out. I don't know if AJ's in the room right now. Usually in here. It's weird. He's always in here. When I talk about him, then he's not in here. So he said, very, very interesting to see this report card regarding the faster payment systems. So this is kind of crazy, right? So this one came out, and look at this. So if you look at number one, this was the chart shows a number of criteria up to a maximum of 36 in total. For each plan was either judged effective or very effective. So this is effective down here. So apparently Ripple is just slightly a little more effective than Shazam or Token Inc. or World Currency USA, and just slightly a couple notches better than Thought Matrix Consulting. Obviously, you know, FIS, which is the clearinghouse, they're massive. You know, Dwolla over here. I used to use Dwolla a couple years ago for moving money, and I ran into some, they probably have corrected some things since then, but I was shocked to see Dwolla. Now, I don't know exactly when this was. I do believe that it probably was a little bit earlier on. I know that, let's see, let's release it here. It says probably, look at that. So that's already expired. There you go on that one. So release it to progress report, and boom. Can it open it? Let's try it again. There it is. Okay, so this came out in 2016, so yeah, there's not much there. So I'm not sure when AJ actually put this tweet out or when this is from, but what I do know is it seems kind of crazy to me that this was just rated as effective right down here versus, you know, the clearinghouse and Clapton Group Limited really kind of tied in Wingcash. You guys ever heard of Wingcash? Anybody? Please tell me in the chat if you've heard of Wingcash. Am I the only one? What the heck is Wingcash? You know, it's got wings? I don't know, man. I've never heard of Wingcash. I know nothing about Wingcash. NanoPay, Nano. I don't know what NanoPay means. I don't know, Intercomputer Corp. So there's some names on here. This could be a little bit older, but it was kind of an odd thing when I saw that. Yeah, and Kung Fu Nerd basically chimed in and said, hey, a majority of these are centralized, like NanoPay calls itself a centralized ledger technology. Perfect examples of walled gardens, which we've heard, we've referred to a number of times by David freaking Schwartz. That's what Jungle said the other night. David freaking Schwartz made me laugh. So yeah, some people. So Jungle jumped in here too. It was a report issued before Q4 2019. When will the system be tested by a publicly traded company? And the results reported in their annual report. A lot more will be known by 23-24. I have a feeling by the time 23-24 rolls around, the Fed might not even exist, or at least in its current form, right? Anthony Jackson agrees 100% with Mr. Jungle. Hope people are not jumping the gun and reading in to what was said yesterday. Jungle comes back with, they could have said we're 100% using Ripple, and then they could switch to another solution if a better option presented itself. There are no obsoletes in the payment system or the future being built every day. Lionel jumps in with you're just a troublemaker, and and hilarity ensues, and we get into the whole Bitcoin stuff, and Sifu's in there with nah. He gives a big old nah in there. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting. Here's XRP Monkey, and this was, if you remember, this is when Brad Garlinghouse was speaking. You had Christine Lagarde at the time was the chairman of the IMF. You had Thomas Jordan, chairman of the Swiss National Bank, and there's a chip in there somewhere. So chip is Wadawa, Mahmoud Boulila. Boy, did I butcher that. Head of the Central Bank of Russia. So yeah, he was one of the people to go on there at this conference that happened. I believe it was back in May. So yeah, here we go. Here's some other notables here talking. Lionel chimes in with, here's the director of the monetary markets for the IMF. Here's the chairman of the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. Here's the chief executive of Hong Kong Monetary Authority. And hey, look at that, Brad Garlinghouse, right? And he gave a tremendous overview. Now, he gave a wide overview. He didn't do it in a sense where he was going to tell you every nook and cranny, but he gave a nice short overview. But let's face it, the folks in this room are pretty powerful, and they already know who they're talking with. So there you go. Boom. XRP right there. So I love some of the responses to this. You know, I wanted to highlight community stuff that was going on in the community. And I love to go to the Twitters because there's some good stuff in the Twitters at times. So you saw a lot of people going to this. Here's another one. There's Axel Weber, chairman of UBS. Anyone heard of UBS? One of the most massive banks over in Europe. So it's funny who's in here, who doesn't already know what's kind of going on and transpiring, right? So you can see that the XRP itself is as the digital asset. But what's Ripple been doing since 2012? They've been developing the solution for cross-border payments, right? And utilizing XRP. But there's other people, like there's R3, there's Corda Settler. There's going to be some other things, and I always felt like Ripple, developing their software and their solutions. But don't forget, there's going to be a lot of other folks out there that they may never hear of XRP. They just know that they get on their app, they hit a button, and then boom, it's wherever it is for a small transaction. They don't even know what XRP is. They don't need to know what XRP is. What they need to know is the solution has now been provided. Could be another bank, like Banco Santander, which moves money. They keep adding more and more people. When I was down in Chile, I stumbled in there too. It's amazing that they have an app that's now opening up newer sectors like the U.S., South America, and being able to easily. Now, the people who are using that app, do you think they know anything about XRP? Maybe, but it doesn't matter. They don't need to know anything about XRP. And what's up? Hey, I should say later, Fed. What's up, Jeff from the Huddle Room? You know what? And it's funny, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very thirsty. I gotta be honest with you. So I just wanted to take a drink here. If I could just take a little bit of a drink. Because I can't be outdone by, I'm Jeff from the How to Report, so I just had to bring a bigger, I just had to wet my whistle there. That felt pretty good. I have to be honest. Yeah, but I also have the little guy here too, which is always good in a pinch, So you have to have, between small and large, you have to go there, right? So anyway, let's jump right along here. One of the things that I wanted to do, and if you guys saw the thumbnail tonight, I wanted to highlight somebody that I stumbled onto, somewhat new. Let me see if I can access it here. Let me look here. Yeah, here we go. So I wanted to call some attention to Crypto Art. Now, if you guys aren't following Crypto Art, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it in the chat. I want you to go out and please give a follow, because I'm about ready to blow your mind. This at Goldson, Carl is in the chat. I know he's watching tonight. I asked him to come on, but let's face it, it's pretty late there, and maybe we'll have him on at a future date. But God bless him for being up this late. He's probably just chilled out, listening with some headphones on, going, "What the heck? What is he talking about?" So I want to talk a little bit about Crypto Art. And that was on my thumbnail, but it does some amazing stuff. And I love when I run across, one of the things I've always said about this community, there's so much talent. Some of it's hidden. Some of it we don't know what we all are capable of. But I have to be honest, when we come together, there's a lot of phenomenal talent in this community. Let's take a look. So he's from Norwich, England. He's been around since 2019. He's a creative designer specializing in web design, branding, typography, crypto fanatic. Crypto fanatic? What? We're all crypto fanatics. We're one big family. He's into XRP. He's a Norwich City supporter, and he has a tip bot. Nice, man. So what I wanted to do, let's go here. Let's take a look at what he does. Let's just take a look at this for a moment. So he does these little animations, and so here he goes. This is for Sifu, Crypto Sifu. He's going all Sifu, and boom, he's just slaying them left and right. So this is something he just does for the community. He wants people to enjoy, give him a follow. There he is, SBI 589, $10, Moon, Amazon, Apple. All Sifu. Boom, pulls out the Sifu, boom, goes Sifu on their ass. Look at that. What's up, Carl Lewis? And then so I just wanted to go ahead and I want to highlight some of these animations he does, and then we'll get into some of his artwork. But again, I came across this Andrew Nation. Andrew Nation was putting something out there the other day, and I saw his name. I saw Crypto Art. I didn't recognize it, so I wanted to jump into it. I pulled that up a little bit larger there. So here's one too. Here's another one. There's Mario running through the XRP coins. Bling, 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 bling. There he is running through the XRP coins. Boom! Look at Mario go. He's running. So yeah, I love this stuff. He puts these together, does everything, puts it together, and creates these little. Now I blew it up on the screen because who wants to see a little tiny, an animated GIF? But yeah, this is really good stuff. So let's take a look at what else he has here. So so since he's been doing this, he's gotten lots of requests for logos and avatar. Not free. Hey man, You know, he's not doing this for free. Does he put this out? He puts this out free for the community. And I saw one of the tweets where somebody was bugging him like, hey, man, when's the next tweet coming out? It's like, hey, he's doing this out of the goodness of his heart. And then the people already are starting to, you know, jump on him like, hey, when's the next one coming, right? So he'll pick 2 people of his follower list in 3 days' time, old and new followers. Comment what you want and why. You want it free. Now here's your chance. So he will do this one time. So if you guys go out there, please check it out. Again, Crypto Art, go find this tweet here, and great opportunity to participate. We all know this guy right here. This one is none other than the Crypt Hawk. Boom. So there it is right there. Bam. Crypt Hawk. And there's let's click on this puppy right there. There we go. Yeah, beautiful stuff, man. He does amazing work, right? And it's always great to see more talented people in our community that are rolling some stuff out. And let's see. Yep. Let's go. He's funny too. Bloody hell. What is this one? Wait. What did I miss here? What did I miss? Yeah, bloody hell. SBI must have launched. Somebody tell them they're sending XRP piece the wrong way. I'll just turn my phone upside down now. Right on. A lot of these same people don't follow. Come on, guys. 1 to 600. So I don't know. What's his follower account? I don't know what his follower account is. Let's take a look real quick here. What's his follower account? Let's see if we can get him some more followers. So he's up to 861, right? So he's already up 60 since that last one. So pretty good, man. Jay Twinator, what's up? Setting up an art page with XRP Kryptonj. Okay, very good, Jay. Jay, I think you're over in the UK too, right? Because, yeah, we got Crypto Art. We have Carl Goldson. From Norwich. He's on here. He's our featured community spotlight member today. And let's roll through some more of these animations. Boom, look at this one. Another great one. The Nano Ledger. Got Bitcoin and, you know, I just love him, man. So he's, so something else too, he's going to be doing a tutorial on how to put these animations together, which I found to be pretty cool as well. He's going to be putting that together and rolling that out. Pretty soon. He's also going to be putting together another, you know, some other cool things for the community. So pay attention, go follow him, and watch his feed. But again, good stuff, right? You see a little shriek there going on. Bitcoin's just watching in amazement. Doesn't know really what to do. Here's another happy customer, some branding and logo. This one is for Van Hoddle. Love this, man. This is some good stuff. There we go, making it a little bit bigger. So look at that, man. So if you know Van Hoddle out there, this is I was actually at his checking out his background, but this is really cool. Space helmet, little suit going on there. Very good stuff. Love this, man. So when I saw this, I had to reach out and say, look, I'm really blown away by what you're up to. Look at this one here. We got Amazon, Apple, Swift, Google, SBI, MoneyGram, all this amazing news. Light it. Light it. Light the rocket. Let it go. Come on, light it up. Light it up, to be continued, right? So all this good stuff, XRP ready to blast off. There we go, right? Tina Hall, what's going on, Tina Hall? Just saw you pop in there. And let's see, let's pop through this. Here we go. Here's the Pump It Gym. We got Bitcoin doing the pump. Got Tether in the background. We got XRP. XRP is XRP. We got the Bitcoin doing the pump. So you see there's always a little fun to these things, a little comedy. XRP, come on, you can do it, you can do it. So yeah, there's always a little bit of humor to these little animations. If you see me looking over here, I'm looking at on a bigger screen. Jeff will know he was our special secret guest that was actually here in the underground bunker in the undisclosed location. I know that looks like a window back there. It's a cement wall behind there. There's lights that turn on during the day. Makes me feel like I'm not sitting in a cement dungeon. But, you know, that's what it is. Moving right along, peeps. Look at this one. Look at Stellar. Uh-oh, a little something fell off the mountain. Rolls into a big, oh, boom. Look at that. So, again, a lot of fun stuff, humor. Stellar comes back down, crash lands, knocks a little of the snowballs off, and then boom. There's our favorite bear. By the way, I still didn't get my bear. I'm waiting for my bear. I did order a bear, but apparently I forgot to put the suite number. And because it didn't have the suite number, even though they delivered thousands of packages to me, I didn't get it. So I had I'm still waiting for my bear. So my bear is going to be there. It's coming. But there you go. Look at this stuff. This is awesome. So he's putting those out on a weekly basis. Here's some more of the art. Let's jump through here. Here's some of this other stuff that he's done. Mushroom. You can see phenomenal looking stuff. Fresh, clean design. Heartstring. Beautiful. Norfolk Air Show. So there you go. It's good stuff, man. So I always feel like it's important to highlight people that are doing awesome things in the community. Let's send them some people. Guys, do some retweets on this art. It deserves it. Pick out your favorite. Here's another one, which is awesome. Another logo branding. Atomic. Get it? Atomic. Boom. Bomb. Dropping it. Beautiful. Again, more stuff. So, if you can, pick something you like here. It's got to be something you like here. It's phenomenal stuff. Pick something out there and go for it. And then we've got, is it alt season yet? Let me see. Is it alt season? So you got buy for Bitcoin, you got the alt season, and you got wrecked, right? Wrecked. Boom. Done. So again, great stuff. It's enough to think of the ideas, enough to be able to put them into motion. But I have to say, Carl, very impressed with your work. I was very happy to feature you on the XRP Minute tonight. I know you're in the chat. I don't know if you're still in there, but if you want to pop in and say hi, you deserve a huge kudos. I'm hoping to blow you up a little bit because you really deserve it. Thank you for what you do for the community and putting all these things together. Look at this one. I told my friends to invest in XRP. They're no longer my friends. We've all been there. It's like invest in XRP. Hello? Hello? We've all been there. We've all done that stuff. It's like, hey, invest in XRP. And they're like, dude, don't give me the XRP story again. Are you going there? XRP is officially on life support, which you saw. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I want to go that one. Look at this one, whale alert. Look at that, huh? Whoosh, that's fantastic. Beautiful. The whale alert. Just another beautiful looking graphic right there. Yeah, Carl, thank you for popping in. Guys, little round of applause for Carl. He's in the chat right now. Yeah, you deserve it, man. You're doing a great job. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for sharing this stuff. It takes time. This does not, the ideas take time, but, it's great that you're working this out. And I hope, hope we can blow you up a little bit because you deserve everything that's coming your way. Is Trump unknowingly about to kickstart the next bull run? Yeah, probably. Unknowingly or not, but look at this. Boom, blast off. There it is. There it's going. XRP. Just brilliant stuff. So, yeah, if you want to, maybe if you want to start doing logos for the community, people want to reach out to you. Yeah, I'm sure you're not going to be inexpensive, but maybe, maybe some people want, I know I'll talk to you offline about doing some stuff. I have a couple ideas here and there. I knew there was manipulation in this market. See, it's just great stuff, man. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, splash, splash, splash. Make it go up, right? So yeah, manipulation. I mean, who comes up with this? Fantastic stuff. What else? What else, people? Chart manipulation, bull run. Here we go. Come on. Move, you can move it. Look at the XRP going for the bull. They're pulling. Come on. They're trying to move the XRP. They're trying to give it a little bit of love. It's killer whale. Well, orcas are dolphins. That's what Ahmed's saying over there. Fun fact, though, even it's called the killer whale, it's actually orcas are dolphins. Did not know that. It's funny when you come in here and you learn stuff. Most of you guys are a lot smarter, and that's why I love, when you guys are bringing stuff up. Beautiful stuff. Just not moving it. Bull not happening on the XRP. Again, another beautifully well done. Here it is. XRP rolling down the road. There's the 589. Wanted, dead or alive. Reward, resistance, 0.4, 0.4. Spinning out of control. Boom, hit the resistance. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I'm just providing a little bit of some sound effects there. Sorry, Carl. I mean the muddy the water. AJ, I shared one of your tweets earlier, and you're not even here, man, to enjoy it. What's up, dude? I mean, I put one of your tweets up here. I featured Ajax, the one and only. So yeah, just recap here. We're featuring more amazing talent, crypto art. He's at Goldson Carl. I think I threw that in the chat. He's also in the chat, guys. So what else do we have here? Here we go. Check out the moon. Bitcoin. See you later, stupid. Bitcoin. And what do we have here? Litecoin. Nuh-uh. Not today. What do we have there? Stellar. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Well, wait a minute. What? Boom. Happiness right there. Planted the flag on the moon. XRP, baby. Gotta love it, right? It's clever, clever, clever stuff. So, yeah, there's Carl Goldson right there in the chat. This is the mastermind behind all this cool art that he just throws out there for the community. There we go. Yeah, trying to hodl my XRP. That was a good one, too. Let's see. Although he's not taking credit for that. There was a retweet. Here we go. Let's see. Binance, BNB, 589. Moon. Gonna get me a Lambo. Moon. There's the Lambo shop. BNB. Ding, 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 ding. Sold his house, his car, his dog. Now I gotta buy that shite car. Great. There go the crap cars. Don't be greedy. Take your profits. Thank you, tippers. Nice. Thank you. He's doing a shout out. You gotta love that. Here we go. Let's light it up. Here comes the little moon man heading out, heading out, heading out, heading out. Getting in the XRP rocket. Zip. Door closes. And there goes Litecoin and Bitcoin. And there goes Stellar. Boom. Crash landing. Ethereum. No, not even quite. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. We have liftoff. We have liftoff. We have the greatest stablecoin ever invented. XRP, baby. The greatest stablecoin. Yeah, right on. Right on. And that's it. I believe that was his first one. Carl, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think June 29th. So you've only been really on Twitter for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. Is that true? I believe so, man. So, yeah, I believe you were only on here for a very short period of time. But I wanted to thank you, man. Thank you for what you do for the community. Guys, I always want to recognize first person. I don't even know if I did it tonight, but Crypto Sifu is number one in the chat tonight. Boom. He came in with a giant boom. So I wanted to recognize him. What else is going out there in the land? I saw this amazing. Since we're talking about community, I saw this tweet by Mr. B. He went into a drugstore this morning, and there was a veteran in front of him who told the clerk he didn't have the money to pay for his medicine, that she later told him, Mr. B, that he was waiting a week for. Mr. B said he left with his meds. Nice, Mr. B. Big shout out to Mr. B. This is what this community is all about. You know, doing something for others, you know, finding something that's not right and making it right. You know, we don't have to do that, but I find that this community, more often than not, reaches out and they do stuff like that. Just because AJ's in the chat, I wanted to show AJ. Where is your chat, AJ? I don't even know. Let me see. I don't even know where it is. Oh, yeah. Well, I saw this one. If you guys are big fans of Mr. Wonderful, he's a reality star over here in the U.S. He's also I would say he's a billionaire, but he's a giant, I would say millionaire. But anyway, he does Shark Tank, and he was basically, smacking down Anthony Pompliano because he said that 50% of his net worth is in BTC. One of the things he went on to say was you should never have more than 5% in any one sector. Uh-oh. Mr. Wonderful better not get a hold of XRP community, because I have a feeling a lot of us have our crypto in a basket, right? But we have something different, as though we have something that we know is really, we call it the standard. Why? Because it will become the standard. They've engineered a solution that's putting everybody at task and on their toes. So I love that. He said you should never have more than 5% in any one thing, right? So that was kind of an interesting thing. Also wanted to highlight Crypto Ginger. If you guys know him, he's got a YouTube channel. Was really sad to see this, but I wanted to highlight it because we are community members. When one of us goes down, we're all pretty tight community. He said, I think the time has come for me to bid farewell. Unfortunately, I recently had some misfortunes happen in my life, had to sell just about everything I own, including my crypto. And now the possibility of being homeless and losing my daughter is looming over me. So hate to see this to one of our own. He went on to say, many thanks. Many people have supported me and my channel for this long. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make any more videos since I don't have the equipment to do so. If I make it out of all this, it will be game on again. Until then, thank you for your support and much love. You saw Crypto Eddie just jumped right in, and she, gave a nice tip there. Bob Moneybags, the people jumped in. Alex Yeet, Bones, people are jumping in. Chris, Hardcore, King Solomon, Sincerely George, James Malpass. But you know what? I don't know. Jump over there. Go to the Crypto Ginger. He's at crypto_ginger. But again, a phenomenal YouTuber. And this is one of our own. And hey, if you can even put a good word in and say, hey, you know what? We're thinking about you. You don't have to tip. But encouragement from the community is fantastic. So I just wanted to highlight that because I like the Crypto Ginger a lot. I like his work. And I hope that we can get this resolved quick and he can come back to streaming, right? Because it makes me sad when someone goes down like this, especially someone from our community. This was an interesting story I found. Ex-Japanese central bank executive Libra can destabilize monetary policy. Former executive of Japan's central bank recently sounded a note of warning to central banks globally. Based on a report by Reuters, the ex-banker stated that Facebook's cryptocurrency could threaten power held by central banks over their various monetary policies. Well, I'll go one better than that. I think in a way, yeah, Libra shook up. It really got the ball rolling. But let's face it, it's cryptocurrency in general. Libra just woke up the population. They have Facebook has 2.6 billion users. It was just a giant wake-up call. Is it going to be Libra to displace it? No, but what they did was they put the banks on notice. But so did Bitcoin. So has Ethereum, so is Litecoin, so is XRP, so are the hundreds of other coins out there that have real use cases, some that don't. I have another one here that I wanted to jump into, and boy, I wish I could here we go, look at VeChain. So VeChain is another project we see a lot of news coming out. So VeChain's tapped to provide transparency for China's wine trade. VeChain powered wine traceability platform now oversees more than 20 wines in Shanghai's pilot-free trade zone, according to a company statement on Tuesday. Launched in 2018, the Shanghai Wine and Liquor Blockchain Alliance has sought to improve the logistics and quality standards for the growing industry. So this is one of these other coins that has a real use case. You started seeing partnerships with major with stores, right? With BMW. So these are the coins I was talking about that have this, and speaking of other altcoins, what do we have here? Check it out, Coinbase. One time, wasn't that long ago, the Coinbase didn't even have XRP. Now all of a sudden they're on a roll, right? They're picking up momentum. So Coinbase is exploring the addition of 8 new digital assets, and it's their goal to offer support to these assets to meet their standards and are compliant with local law. As you know, that Coinbase is compliant, and they are regulated exchange. So what they're looking at is Algorand, Cosmos, Dash, Decred, Matic Network, Harmony, Ontology, and Waves. That's what they're looking at possibly adding to there. What's going on, Notorious? Another amazing. I love it when you awesome YouTubers come in here. What's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Always appreciate you bopping in here, right? So it's always a good thing. So when you see these coins, there's other stuff out there. I've said it time and time again. Imagine if you had a stock market that had 3 stocks. You didn't want to pick one, you didn't want to pick 2, right? So you pick the other one, and then what does it end up being? Not a good thing, right? So that's why the market's there. And if they're good coins, if they're SH coins, we don't care. I don't personally care. Some are going to make it, some are not, some will fail. And you know what? What's ever in between, I really don't care too much about. So I just wanted to, there was one other thing I wanted to get into, and I don't know if I see it here. But anyway, let's end on a real positive note here. I'm going to go ahead and stick Carl Goldson in here again. Guys, go give him a follow. Pick out one of the cool animations. Pick out your favorite one. That's what I'm going to task you guys with. Click on it. Scroll through the feed. Go ahead and tweet your favorite animation. Get it out there. Let's help get crypto art Carl out there to so more people can enjoy him. He only has 863 followers, but who knows? We start retweeting some of his stuff, and next thing you know, it's over 1,000, right? If you're watching this on the replay, what did you like today? What didn't you like? Did you have a chance? Tell me what your favorite, crypto art was. Put the link down below and let me know what your favorite one was. You guys can all throw it in there in the chat. That's my take. What's yours? Chip